Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming into my channel today, guys. We are going to talk about single strand knots, okay? The reasons, how to avoid single strand knots. Guys, they are also called fairy knots, aka enemy of progress. Guys, this thing don't want us to prosper, okay? Now, if your hair is kinky, if your hair is fine and it's fussy, we are more prone to single strand knots because of the structures of our hair follicles. Guys, I believe all hair types experience fairy knots, but the more kinkier it gets, the more we go in trouble because of these things. Okay, today guys, I'm going to show you guys how to avoid or minimize single strand knots if you cannot completely avoid them. Okay, and the first tip is, guys, we need to seal our ends with heavy butters. Guys, I don't know about you, but my strand knots, my single strand knots are usually at the ends of my hair, and that's where we need to pay attention to. Don't mind about product overload and what, but because our ends, either way, they're always the driest one. Maybe not to the rest of your hair strands, but when it comes to the ends of your hair, you need to seal in, baby girl. You need to seal in that moisture with the heavy butters, and this one just create a smoother surface. Even if our hair are going to rub each other, they're not gonna like mingle, like twist against each other, because it's this process right here. I don't know the better way to explain to you guys, but you know when you have headsets, right, or earphones, the tiny one, the one that really just hug each other and create knots, is the same way. But if our surface of our hair is very smooth, the hair just goes like this, smooth. They don't go and hug and mingle and do all the crazy things. Okay, so guys, my advice for you is to use butters. If you don't use butters, please just use butters on your ends, at least on your ends. This will really help you as fussy girls, fine, high porosity. If you're having high porosity hair, it's even to your advantage, guys. It's to your advantage. It will not bring you any harm. It's gonna seal. The first thing is sealing in moisture, and is preventing strand knots. Okay. And the second reason is, guys, if you see a fairy knot, trim it off, like cut it off completely. Once in a while, for me personally, I go in and do a search and destroy method, where basically I just go in, look closely to my hair, and then I just cut the knots out, the strand knots out, like the knots out one by one. Or I can feel the ends of my hair. If I feel so many of them, I just go right ahead and just trim half an inch or less than that. I don't trim a lot, half an inch. If you're having a single strand net on in the middle of your hair, I'm not going to tell you to chop the whole length of. Go one by one. One strand won't hurt you. Just cut, cut, and cut. Okay. And the third tip is, oh, I said two. The third tip is, we need to use certain bonnets, certain scarf, or silk scarf or pillowcase at night. Okay, because you know these traditional cotton pillowcases and pantyhose that we put on our hair, that we used to put on our hair, they create friction. Okay, as we are sleeping, we don't mind, we are turning, we are dreaming, and it rubs against the material or the cotton, and it creates more knots. So my advice for you is to use these things right here. They're gonna help you very much. And the fourth tip is, we should avoid shrinkage. Guys, if you keep your hair like this or like this, you are in trouble. Okay, we should, by all means, avoid shrinkage. And how do we avoid shrinkage? By keeping our hair stretched. Okay, and you can keep your hair stretched with either twists or African threading method, braids, or something, just to keep your hair, like you cannot just do a wash and go, like you just wash your hair and then you go like that, because the structure of our hair shrinks. And when our hair shrinks, that's how fairy knots or single strand knots are born. Okay, and that's how you see all the crazy things, and they cause our hair to break off, they cause our hair to be very tangled. No matter how you do, or no matter how much you detangle them, they always like tangled. The ends are always matted, and it's because we let our hair to shrink like that. Guys, I've never in my hair journey allowed my hair to shrink like to my scalp. Okay, and I know my hair can do that. My hair can really do that. And sometimes I said pictures embracing my shrinkage is very nice. It's very good. I wish I could do the same, but if I just do that on my fine natural hair, guys, it's gonna be a disaster. They're gonna shrink so much, and I will experience so much breakage, and it may ruin my hair. And I don't want to plateau. Okay, I don't want to go back. I don't want to for me to go back really on my journey, because I've come a long way. So yeah, fifth tip, guys, is do protective styles. Guys, what protective styles does is it keeps our ends tucked. And like I told you at the beginning, that fairy knots mostly happens at the end of our hair. And how you can minimize this is by keeping your hair tucked, your ends tucked away. You can do this by twists or braids. Twist basically is like you take a bunch of some of your strands and you twist them together, and by that way you are keeping them like in the groups, and there's safety in numbers. Like they always say, you cook them in the group like this. So because if you just let them like that, every strand by itself, and you know already our guys, our hair, they are not really in the formed curl, like the curl, like a group already formed, like they are all like every single strand have its own curl formation. Like if you're having 4C, like the 4C, every single strand is by itself, is on its own, is doing its thing, and that's how we experience so much single strand knots, like, or fairy knots, like they say, guys. So you can do protective styles. You can do protective styles with your own hair. You can do protective styles with added braid, as long as it's not tight, or as long as you can do bands as well. You can do bands where your ends are tucked away and it's kept there, they are not moving. Even when you go to bed, you go to sleep, they are on one place. Okay, so yeah, that's it, guys. So if you find this video very helpful, informative, go right ahead, guys, subscribe, put that notification bell, or click it, do something, like just subscribe, baby girl, like share with your family and friends, and comment down below how or what kind of content do you guys want me to create, or what kind of video do you want from me. If you have any question, drop it right below as well, guys, and I'll come back to you. If I take a while, guys, forgive me, but I'll always, okay, always strive to reply to all your comments, guys. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you very much, and ciao.